Hot Search Storm, The Secret of the Presidential Reserve. Chapter 1, Accidental Exposure. Recently, a photo has spread wildly on the internet. In the photo, the protagonist Shen Xing and an outsider Omega dressed in loose maternity clothes who are obviously pregnant were secretly photographed at the entrance of a well-known maternity hospital. As soon as the photo was released, it quickly topped the hot search list, and netizens talked about it. Everyone was curious about the identity of this mysterious pregnant woman, especially when someone found out that her blurred side face was somewhat similar to the baby son of the high-profile Presidential Reserve Congressman Wei Zekin, and the turmoil heated up instantly. Chapter 2, The Crisis of Shen Xing. Shen Xing, a young and promising business wizard, is usually low-key, but this photo is like dropping a bomb. He immediately felt the pressure from all sides. At the same time, the forces inside and outside the circle are also beginning to move. Some people want to use this photo as a political bargaining chip, and some people want to dig up more secrets. Shen Xing is in a dilemma, how to face the frenzy of public opinion and the hidden crisis behind it. Chapter 3, The Mysterious Omega Outside the Circle. The pregnant woman in the photo is called Su Nian, who was once a rare talented female playwright in the circle, but was forced to quit the circle because of an accident. Su Nian's low-key life was shattered by this photo, and she did not want to be drawn into the political maelstrom, especially when there was speculation that she was related to the family of lawmaker Wei Zekin, which made her more stressed. She decided to have a showdown with Shen Xing, wanting to unravel this fog. Chapter 4, The Intersection of Politics and Emotion. It turned out that there was an unknown past between Su Nian and Shen Xing. Many years ago, the two met in an accident and supported each other through the storm. And Wei Zekin, who is known as the Presidential Reserve, is actually inextricably linked to Su Nian's children, and there is a huge political and family conspiracy behind it. Chapter 5, The Truth Emerges. As the incident heats up, Shen Xing and Su Nian join forces to uncover the dark secret of Counselor Wei Zekin. He is trying to consolidate his power by controlling family members and important political allies. At the same time, he also had ill intentions about the relationship between Su Nian and Shen Xing, and even planned to use the child as a bargaining chip. The two decide to work together to fight back and keep the child safe. Chapter 6, Crises and Challenges. Counselor Wei Zekin launched a series of retaliatory actions. The media was manipulated, public opinion was directed, and Shen Xing and Su Nian faced huge public opinion pressure and threats to their lives. But in this process, the relationship between the two gradually warmed up, and they became the most solid support for each other. Chapter 7, Counterattack and Victory. With Shen Xing's business wisdom and Su Nian's tenacity, the two gradually exposed Wei Zekin's various shady scenes. They used legal means and media power to successfully expose Wei Zekin's evil deeds to the world. The storm has finally settled and the truth has been revealed. Chapter 8, The Hope of a New Life. On the day the child was born, a large number of media and onlookers poured into the entrance of the maternity hospital. Shen Xing and Su Nian both had tired but determined eyes, and joined hands to welcome the arrival of this new life. This child is a miracle for the two to face difficulties together and endure the storm, and it is also a symbol of their mutual protection. Despite the rumors, the two understand that the most important thing is their determination and future. Su Nian whispered to the child in front of the window of the ward, "You are our hope and the purest light in this troubled world." Chapter 9, Reconstruction and Reconciliation. After the birth of their child, Shen Xing and Su Nian focused more on protecting their families and rebuilding their lives. The media is cooling and the storm is receding, but they know that the real battle has just begun. Shen Xing used his business resources to set up a public welfare fund to help those who were persecuted by politics and public opinion. Su Nian also picked up the pen and wrote about this experience, which became a novel that exposed the interweaving of darkness and hope. Through practical actions, the two try to heal the rifts in society and pave the way for the future. Chapter 10, The Shadow Behind the Shadow. Just as life is gradually getting on the right track, a new crisis is quietly emerging. Although Wei Zekin suffered heavy losses, the dark forces behind him still existed. What's even more shocking is that some people began to use the child's identity to threaten in an attempt to make Shen Xing and Su Nian submit. This time the opponent is more stealthy and cunning, presenting the new family with an unprecedented challenge. Chapter 11, The Dark Tide Rises. Acutely aware of the seriousness of the situation, Shen Xing secretly contacted his former allies in an attempt to find out who was behind them. Su Nian was under psychological pressure, but he was still strong and guarded the child. The two face many plots together, and use wisdom and courage to uncover the veil of conspiracy step by step. This war without gunpowder has made them more united and more convinced of the power of truth and love. Chapter 12, The Jedi Strikes Back. In a tense game, Shen Xing and Su Nian set a trap and successfully lured out the mastermind behind the scenes. The truth was revealed, and those who tried to divide them were revealed one by one. The media and the public once again stood on the side of Shen Xing and Su Nian, and their image of justice was even stronger. Chapter 13, Guarding in the Future. After going through trials and tribulations, Shen Xing, Su Nian and their children finally got rid of the shadows. They moved away from the hustle and bustle of the city and chose a quiet seaside town to live a simple and happy life. Shen Xing continued to engage in philanthropy and business, while Su Nian became a well-respected writer. They understand that true happiness does not lie in the recognition of the outside world, but in the companionship and protection of each other. Chapter 14, New Allies Join. When the turmoil gradually subsided, Shen Xing and Su Nian ushered in an unexpected new ally, Yezihan, a former political staff. Yezihan has a rich political background and a keen intelligence network, and was once the core think tank behind Wei Zekin, but after learning the truth, he chose to turn against the water and stood on the side of Shen Xing and Su Nian. Yezihan's addition brought a key advantage to their counterattack, and she assisted them in preparing evidence, exposing more of Wei Zekin's shady scenes, and also establishing a solid backup line for them. Chapter 15, The Dark Afterburn. However, the dark forces were not willing to be defeated, and the remnants of Wei Zekin's forces began to unleash their final frenzied offensive, secretly threatening Su Nian's relatives and friends, and even trying to kidnap Shen Xing's corporate partners. In the face of these attacks, Shen Xing and Su Nian had to protect not only themselves, but also everyone they cherished. The two combined Yezihan's strength and designed a plan to lure the enemy deeper, wanting to outwit and completely disintegrate the enemy. Chapter 16, The End of the Storm. In a tense and exciting operation, Shen Xing and his companions successfully made the enemy appear and cooperated with the police to launch a surprise attack. Wei Zekin's remnants were wiped out, and all the crimes were made public. This battle is not only the end of power, but also the victory of their family. At this time, Shen Xing looked at Su Nian and the child affectionately, full of emotion. Chapter 17, Peace in the Future. The turmoil finally ended, and Shen Xing and Su Nian returned to a peaceful life with their children. They bought a cottage by the sea, away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Su Nian continued to write, documenting it all in words, becoming a best-selling writer of the new generation. Shen Xing is steadily moving forward in the business field and public welfare, and is committed to promoting a more transparent and just society. underscore 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 on. Chapter 18, The Continuation of Happiness. Many years later, the child grew up healthy and happy, and Shenxing and Sunian also ushered in another stage of their lives. They hosted a heartwarming family reunion with friends and allies who had helped them in the past, thanking everyone who had accompanied them through difficult times. The party was full of laughter and emotion, and it also symbolized the beginning of a new life. Underscore 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 on. Finale. Shenxing and Sunian overcame the challenges of fate with love and perseverance, and their stories became legends of the times. Under the protection of love, they finally ushered in their own happiness, proving that truth and justice will eventually triumph. Underscore 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 on. Postscript. Behind every story, there is the power of strength and courage. Shenxing and Sunian's journey tells us that no matter how big the storm is, as long as we walk hand in hand, we can find a peaceful harbor. I hope that all those who read this story can find their own light and warmth in their lives.